Hey bros, if you're checking to see if you got a shout out, then watch the video almost all the way to the end because that's where the shout outs are.
What's up guys, this is another video of our inexpensive airsoft gun series. Today I'm going to be looking at the Double Eagle Mini Shot. They have actually a lot of these. This is the M92, I'm pretty sure. Let me see what it says up here. Yep, this is the M92, but if you look right here, they have a bunch of different ones you can get based on different guns. So let's open it up. It says there's actually two versions of it, the M92A and M92B. The M92A doesn't come with batteries or a charger, and the B does. And we have the M92B because it has the battery pack and charger. So, we'll go ahead and open it up. We got a little bag of free BBs, the charger, some rechargeable batteries, the charger cable, the M92, and a little cleaning / unjamming rod for it. So here it is. Now this is actually pretty interesting. It's based off an M4, but it's really small, like the size of a pistol. So how this works is you take your batteries and put them in here. It's for AA's. I don't know if you have to use these ones that are rechargeable or if you can just use any. So you just put them in here. The thing I noticed about these though is these aren't like regular AA's because these are 1.2 volt when regular AA's are 1.5 volt. But anyway, you put them in here and you close this, and then to load it, there's this little piece right here. You pull it back and you pour your BBs in and then push it forward. And then the safety here, it's interesting. You don't just put it on safe like that. While you're shooting, you have to hold it on safe with your finger because if you let go, then it springs back. So it's kind of bad if you're left-handed because you have to do this. But if you're right-handed, you just do that and you just hold it on fire while you're shooting. And then when you let go, you can't pull the trigger. And there's only safe and full auto. There's no semi. Before I charge it, I'm just gonna try the batteries. Just see if, you never know, they might work. By the way, there's a little lever here, and when you pull it back, you can open it. And whenever you close the hatch, make sure to push the lever forward. Okay, it doesn't work. So I guess you have to charge it before you use it. So one of the batteries came with acid leaking out of the end. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but that doesn't seem like a good thing. So, all right, we decided to just go ahead and try some regular AA batteries anyway. So it seems to work with these ones. All right, let's chrono it. So, I got some BBs loaded in here, .12s. So, let's chrono. 97, 50, 116, 141, 95, 110, 159, 48, 218, 169, 161, 164, 151, 156, 173. So if I go back and look at this stuff, so the average was about like 150. Now I'm gonna be doing twos, and it's kind of a good idea to chrono with twos because most people in airsoft don't really use .12s. They use twos at least. And if you, like, that's like the common airsoft BB kind of twos. All right. 115, 115.8, 113, 112, 117, 113, 114, 114, 117, 197, 101, 113. For twos, I say the average is like 110, 120 rounds per second. Let's just say 115. Now we're gonna test this out on Jackson. Okay, guys, I'm gonna shoot Jackson at 25 feet. Alright guys, now I'm going to try shooting Jackson at 50 feet. Now I'm going to be shooting Jackson at 75 feet. Now I'm going to try shooting Jackson at 100 feet. So now I'm going to talk about this. So for the pros, I think for how small this is, being an AEG, it actually shoots pretty well. It shoots decently far. The maximum effective range for this, I'd say, is 50 to 75 feet. And overall, I like it. It's really fun, especially with that it's full auto and it's all super small like this. You don't need to recharge a battery, you just put AA's in. It'd be really good for backyard wars or just if you're out playing in the field, just to have an extra little thing just for fun. It's very simple to use, very easy to use. From the gun, I only found 2 bad things and everything else was good. The main bad thing is that every once in a while when you shoot it a lot, it jams sometimes, and sometimes you have to clear the jam. So that's the main problem. And the other one isn't as big as a problem, but this isn't like other safeties where you move it and it clicks into place. You have to hold this down while shooting. It doesn't stay there because the spring puts it back. I guess I'm not sure if I'd change it or not, because I think the reason they added this is because they know little kids will play with it and they don't want little kids to leave it on full auto and then pick it up and shoot themselves. They wanted to make it where when somebody shoots it, they know they're shooting it for sure because they have this here. But it still is kind of annoying that how you have to hold it down like this to shoot, especially if you're left-handed. If you're right-handed, it's not as bad because you can use your thumb. But if you're left-handed, it kind of sucks. So besides the jamming every once in a while and this, I'd say this gun is pretty cool. Now Super D paid about 23 bucks for this. I think it's, an okay price, but for this, I still don't really think it's worth 23 bucks. I think it's worth more like $10 to $15. I think $23 is a little bit high for this, but it's not too expensive, it's all right. I wouldn't recommend getting this for like a first gun or something, or for like a main gun. But if you just want to get something for fun, just to have with you, it definitely is cool. It definitely works better than I expected, actually. Shooting itself, when it didn't jam, when it shot, it actually shot pretty good for how small this is. All right, guys, it's shout out time.
Shout out!
The first shout out goes to Kirk Xander Tonko. The next shout out goes to Holly Nico. The next shout out goes to Justin Luis Mariano. The next shout out goes to 3D. The next shout out goes to Joaquin Piso. The next shout out goes to Standard Gaming. The next shout out goes to Zedek Galileo. The next shout out goes to Sammy. The next shout out goes to Stifo. The next shout out goes to Force TV MM. The next shout out goes to Destroy Cobble 5000. The next shout out goes to Vincent Topete. The next shout out goes to Jessica the Gotcha Player. The next shout out goes to Justin Y. The next shout out goes to Corey Marshall. The next shout out goes to Default YT Hee Hee. The next shout out goes to Lucas Campbell. The next shout out goes to Phantom Mods. The next shout out goes to Julie Vellis. The next shout out goes to Virginia Underwood. The next shout out goes to Flex Wild. The next shout out goes to Turtle Chase. The next shout out goes to Diego Casas. The next shout out goes to Alexis Gonzalez. The next shout out goes to Christopher Owens. The next shout out goes to Billy the King YT. The next shout out goes to Austin Timms. The next shout out goes to Bebop. The next shout out goes to Tac Rido. The next shout out goes to Lil 7. The next shout out goes to Jello. The next shout out goes to It's the 5-0. The next shout out goes to TJ Sauto 23. The next shout out goes to Jamie Shepard. The next shout out goes to Alex Dude. The next shout out goes to Caden Parker. And the last shout out goes to Study SH8 Clan. Bros, if you want a shout out, then go to the community tab on our channel and go to the most recent post and type I want a shout out.
If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and share the video with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications bell. Be happy. Peace out.